is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Welcome to the newest episode of the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast. I'm Iconoclast.
I am your host, Dick Taka.
As always, we're watching something. Here we got, what is this, SummerSlam 98 or 97?
Yes, from Madison Square Garden. This is the one I tell you about with the technical mastery between The Undertaker and Steve Austin. So, but you won't be here long enough to see that. So, but yeah, I wish we could be here under better circumstances. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, but WrestleMania Night 1 was probably the worst experience since I had an open wound on my ass in 2014 and had to be out of work for 5 days.
What was it in 20? Oh yeah, you said that was in, right? You said that was the Cena versus The Rock.
That was the last one I didn't like, was 29. But that at least has some good things, like Punk and Undertaker's good.
Oh, so D-Lo's the WWF European Champion.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
but yeah, WrestleMania Night 1, I mean, if I can put it mildly.
What's the thing you told me once, a couple months ago? There was something on Raw. They got a bunch of black masked men out of there. Or, they got a bunch of masked men in black out there again. It's like the fucking Black Scorpion all over again. Yeah, because
they kept having another one. You knew it wasn't different. It was different people. I was like, Ole Anderson's dead. He can't voice it, so.
The Black Scorpion, your favorite storyline.
But anyway, we are going to hit some news, but we're going to go through a lot of reviews tonight. What I want to talk about first is my review of AEW Dynasty here, which I want you to chime in whenever you...
Great pay-per-view. Great pay-per-view.
Great pay-per-view, but this is what I got here. Alex Windsor should have never beat Marina.
I didn't see this match. I was asleep.
She should have never beat her. Who the fuck is she? George Goulas?
George Goulas. Alex Windsor's a great wrestler.
Okay, she's unproven, though. Camille returned and beat the piss out of some loser named Big Ann that attacked Willow in the back. And then... About time she came back.
But Camille fucking sucks.
Jack Perry retains the national title in a good match with Mark Davis, who is highly athletic for not at all looking like it, I will say that.
Dunkzilla?
Yeah, but it's a shame that Perry went through all that scapegoat bullshit to wind up back where he was. He just went in a circle.
He's our scapegoat! He's our scapegoat.
All right, put aside.
Come on, he had the fucking bread van, which now they've repainted into being the Jurassic Express mobile.
Yeah, I'm not interested at all in that. Divine Dominion destroys Hyatt and Maya World. WWE at some point is going to be interested in Megan B. I don't see how you can't.
So they'll pay her more money.
She did a fall away and a Samoa drop on two people at the same time.
Oh, so what? They'll probably fucking send her to NXT, put her in Chase University or whatever.
Why does everybody have to go to Chase University? Because you heard that about Okada once.
Because
you think that's what they're going to do with everybody. Like you have to go through Chase University to go to the main roster.
Or, put them on NXT Level Up, which isn't even a thing anymore. They'll put them on Evolve. Can get beat by Dante Chen.
Who?
Exactly. Or Noam Dar,
who's been there for 10 fucking years.
He's been there. They brought him in for the fucking Cruiserweight Classic.
And he never left.
Yeah.
Young Bucks beat the Don Callis family when Take a Shit left Okada. Okada may be the funniest man in wrestling. He may be.
Really?
Who knew all those years ago that he could be this funny? I saw Take a Shit. I said that to you last week.
He turned on.
I said that it was going to boil over. Ricochet beat Jericho in an entertaining match.
This was actually
Ricochet bested him with the lion salt. Jericho did come out to Judas. My theory is proven.
What?
Fans like music.
The song's over, not him. It's like the same thing with, ironically, it's like the same thing with, God, what's his, I'm blanking on his name now. What was his dad?
Fandango.
Yeah, where that
Fandango.
Dirty Dango, or FDC, whatever his name is. He was in TNA for a bit.
Darby Allin beat Andrade to get the title shot we'll talk about later.
Where Andrade took his pants off.
He had a boner when they shook hands. There is film of it. It's nothing to be proud of.
He's got his ladies' man gimmick. He's over.
Well, if they saw that, he's not getting any ladies. He's hung like a termite.
I just think that his jockstrap was out of place.
FTR, well, then you've never worn a jockstrap ever.
Or his cup, or whatever.
But no, it was a little mushroom, a little toadstool coming out. Looked like one of the Smurf houses. FTR beat Cage and Cope in a match where they looked like two old guys. You can forget about TLC4. That's not happening.
Okay.
In a surprise, Kevin Knight wins the TNT title in the Casino Gauntlet match.
This was good.
Thekla retained against Hayter. She is on her way.
Great hard-hitting match.
Awesome in the ring and on the mic. Jon Moxley beats Will Ospreay clean in a physical match.
This is a good match.
But I don't agree with Ospreay losing. He's back with an agenda and should go on a rampage up until All in London, where he should get the title. I mean, he loses his first match, not even dirty. Should have lost dirty at all. The conglomeration with Kyle O'Reilly defeated the Dogs for the
Kyle O'Reilly is part of the conglomeration.
Yeah, but it was to be announced for the Trios title 1 day after the Dogs won it. By the way, I hate the conglomeration.
Why?
It's a stupid gimmick, and two scientific wrestlers like Strong and O'Reilly should be embarrassed. MJF defeated Kenny Omega in 40 minutes.
That was that match was fucking beautiful.
They drew the largest non-WWE crowd in British Columbia in 58 years.
Since when?
58 years ago.
No, but who drew it 58 years ago?
I don't know. I imagine 60 years ago would be so you're talking the mid-60s? I'm going to say Al Zink or Emile Dupree.
Al Zink? Add that to the terrible names list.
He ran what territory that Gene Kiniski was very famous.
Gene Snitsky?
Kiniski! Former NWO champion. That's Gene Snitsky.
Did your baby have a name? No, you can't have him. He's mine.
That is hysterical.
And then he drop kicks the baby.
Swerve's been held off TV to film promotional material for WBD.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Hangman's on a break, too.
AEW, he's probably in rehab, has applied for trademark of AEW Redemption, possible pay-per-view. Hopefully not another show. I can't wait till they cut Collision.
Collision's got stuff on.
Yeah. Now, when you move on...
AEW Jacked, AEW Heat, AEW Metal.
Well, let's talk about AEW Dynamite.
AEW Worldwide.
AEW Superstars, AEW The Action Zone, AEW Mania,
AEW Super Astros.
All right, speaking of extra shows, Dynamite 415, the Spring Breakthrough episode, inspired by WCW Spring Break shows of the 90s.
Like where Kevin Nash did a cannonball.
Yeah, he didn't even leave his feet. It was in the shallow end. Adam Copeland looking rough with a nice shiner. FT and Big Stoke mocked the old fucks with a 10-second pose.
I don't get that joke.
Him and Christian used to do that. For those, the benefit of flash photography, we're going to do a 10-second pose. They were heels, so they mocked them with it. Ricochet now calling the Lion Salt the Rico Salt and unleashed it on Jericho a couple more times. Do you see Jericho's going by just Jericho now?
Yeah, I don't know. He's got another gimmick. All honor. The Ocho. I remember when he did that, when he was Ring of Honor champion.
Kevin Knight retains the TV title against Claudio. What happened to Claudio with the CMLL title?
He dropped it to Hechicero.
Oh, that's right. Pac took on Leo Rush, who was apparently getting a push because he changed his contacts.
I know, you just don't like Leo Rush.
I don't. He's the Brooklyn Brawler of this generation.
Is he Brooklyn Brawler or Duke the Dumpster Drosy?
Duke was higher up than the Brooklyn Brawler.
Wait, really?
He was not like... I don't know if he's on any pay. I think he's on a pay-per-view or two.
Duke the Dumpster Drosy. I I read somewhere that he was actually like a good hand in the ring.
I don't.
Or maybe
He's
I read
fucking garbage man, dude.
Or maybe I read that about Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi. Yeah, Thekla turned away
What
Alex
faction
Woods.
was he in? Wasn't he in a faction, Brooklyn Brawler?
He was in the Heated family.
Oh,
Feuded with the Red Rooster.
the Red Rooster, Terry Taylor, who came out of the. Wasn't he the gobbledygooker?
No,
Didn't he come out of the egg?
no, that was a turkey. It was Hector Guerrero actually.
What about Knuckleball Schwartz?
I barely remember him. I know he existed, but I barely remember.
And the Goon.
That was stupid. That was they gave Bill Irwin said he must have begged for a job. Thekla turned away Alex Windsor, who in no way, shape, or form deserves a shot at the belt yet. Bucks took on the Rascals. Hechicero beats on Will Ospreay until the match has to be stopped for medical attention to check on him. Ospreay wins with a hidden blade and gets attacked by Dunkzilla.
Mark Davis.
Darby Allin squashes MJF in 11 minutes to win his first AEW World title.
Hits him with 5 coffin drops.
But I don't agree with your dominant heel champion being squashed so fast, even if he is going away to film another movie.
He's got it's a feel-good moment for Darby. Like you said, it's like Mick Foley winning the WWF title.
Darby and his size should never be squashing anybody. Unless it's like an Ethiopian kid or a fucking concentration camp survivor. Only thing he outweighs.
It's a good
He
idea.
needs to come from underneath. Yeah, it's fine as a transitional champion. I'll take it. So Jake Hager really hates Tony Khan for some reason.
Whatever, man. Fuck Jake Hager.
But you brought that up about you brought that up in the car on the way over here, didn't you?
I love this hat. Remember that when he had that gimmick?
He is such a flippin' dipshit.
The hat was more over than he was.
Oh, no. All right.
Oh, wow. Val Venus's nipples are very erect.
Wow, you are really going off topic here.
I'm just saying, I looked over and I just, they're like unavoidable.
You can't miss him.
Yeah, it's like Andrade's crotch.
Please, you could have missed that. He doesn't even need a condom. Just put a piece of gum on it.
God, you...
All right, we're going to look at Stranglemania results.
Stranglemania? Oh, yeah, JCW, right?
Yeah, 418.
The Gathering of the Juggalos.
Juggalo Tramp Championship Wrestling.
Whoop, whoop!
Stranglemania Viva Las Violence, April 18th at the Horseshoe. The night before was Bloodsport at the Horseshoe.
Yeah, well, now Bloodsport's like shutting down, so... Which is what happens when you just turn yourself into a WWE developmental.
The Monster Corporation. Oh, wait, there's a whole breakdown of it. They talk about this was a large convention hall and the lighting was tinted red. They have their own canvas. The mat is red and white. This guy writes, I admittedly don't... This is... Where am I getting this from? ProWrestling.net. I admittedly don't love this roster. But the show opened with a car stopping in an alley and dumping off a body in a plastic bag. There was a full video to introduce the show. Violet J came to the ring. Backstage, Vince Russo argued with Jasmine Sinclair. I wonder how rough she's looking. Because she was in ECW back in the day. She's a porno actress. Russo's planning to disband the Monster Corporation if they lose tonight. Russo's been there for 6 months and hasn't fired anybody yet. But the Monster Corporation, Mr. Happy, Congo Kong, and Beastman with Jasmine Sinclair took on George South and the Rock and Roll Express.
Isn't Jordan? Didn't you say? Wait. Oh yeah. Didn't you say that they're all got to be what in their 70s?
South, Gibson, and Morton go over at 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Claude, a noted artist and influencer, was the special referee for Kerry Morton versus Mickey Knuckles, which Kerry Morton defeated her in 8:58. The Outbreak defeated the Brothers of Funstruction at 7:46. See, this is all Russo hotshot booking. They're so quick.
But that's what WrestleMania was like.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. Don't worry. Facade defeated Mecha Wolf, Ninja Mac, Disco Ray, and Mikey Avalon to retain the JCW American title in 10 minutes and 21 seconds. Then Violet J told Big Vito not to interfere in Vampiro's retirement match. We're going full WCW 2000 here, folks.
What?
Hold on. Katie Forbes, special referee for the next match. Rob Van Dam's right. Big Alice Crowley. Wait, J-Rod and Nyla Rose defeated Big Alice Crowley and Danny Moe at 8:06. J-Rod wins the women's title.
Danny Moe from Men on a Mission?
So that's Moe and Mabel.
Hey, Mabel was the third man in the NWO.
Tough Tony, Willie Mack, and Rob Van Dam go over against Kenta and the Good Brothers, who also inducted AJ Styles into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Justin Roberts, special guest ring announcer for the final two matches, which were Caleb Conley. Is that who it is?
I don't know.
Cocaine versus Caleb Conley versus Matt Riddle versus Nick Nemeth, an elimination match for the JCW title with EC3 as a special referee.
Why are there so many special referees?
Caleb hit a low blow on Nemeth and hit a burning hammer to pin Nemeth at 5:18. Crowd booed.
Who beat Nemeth? Caleb Conley?
Cocaine defeated Caleb Conley, Matt Riddle, and Nick Nemeth in an elimination match to retain the JCW title. And finally, we have Vampiro's retirement match. Again, like Goldberg gets a retirement match. He hasn't wrestled in like 20 years. Let's see what happened here. Vampiro defeated PCO and Big Vito in a three-way at 10:42.
No,
sounds like
Goldberg wrestled
Too
in
many
like
guys in their 50s and 60s for me, man.
no, because Goldberg was wrestling in like the late 2010s. He squashed the Fiend.
You could play what was the average age in the six-man RVD match. It's like watching a Stallone Seagal movie. They got to bring in the Colonel, who's literally 95 years old.
Hey, that's Dale Dye. He's been in a shit ton of like war movies.
He's been in a couple wars too, I think, probably.
Oh! Body slam. Gee, how long is this match? It's fucking Val Venus.
I know. Stuff about AEW still. They're going to Forbidden Door's going to go head to head with Slammiversary.
No one's gonna care about Slammiversary.
WWE apparently interested in signing Persephone when her dual contract with AEW and CMLL expires. All right. Monday Night Raw on 4/13. Brock signs contract with Paul Heyman in the ring. No Oba.
No matches were announced beforehand. It was only appearances.
Oh, I know. There were matches. The crowd was behind Oba, though, as Heyman cut a promo. Brock says you won't even remember Oba's name after WrestleMania. Lyra Valkyria, who doesn't belong anywhere near a wrestling ring,
You just don't like her for that handcuff
beat
spot.
Charlotte with help from Bayley. You're damn right. And I wrote so horrible that she's on TV. Liv Morgan jumped Stephanie Vakir during an interview. Liv threw the fucking mic at her at the end. Steph went back after her, and then security broke it up. Tama Tonga looks to be turning against the MFT as Usos and LA Knight defeat MFT.
My Family Tree this Friday after Full House and Perfect Strangers.
Rollins jumps Gunther. Gunther says Seth can't lace his boots. I agree. There was a big brawl. Seth missed a curb stomp on the steel steps, so Gunther hit the silk into the crowd. Asuka injured Io Sky, but Rhea and her new emaciated drug addict look comes to make.
Hey, don't fucking say that about her. She's battling an eating disorder.
Well, she needs to do the opposite of it and eat. She needs to eat some food.
That's not funny.
I can't even look at her headbutt the same. Anything she does, she's so small now. Jade dwarfs her. She's going to be able to chuck her around.
That's not
tonight. Io took out Jade with a suicide.
Oh, the money shot! The money shot!
Kerry Sane beat Io Sky. Obafemi came out later and cuts a promo. Can't understand him. This ain't the movie Amistad, because that's what he sounds like. Oba said he's the one. Don't say it. Rey Mysterio interfered against Rusev. Then out came Penta, who Rusev kicked his fucking head off. You should have seen it. Then he choked out Dragon Lee with the accolade. Punk and Reigns had a promo. Punk says he hates Reigns because of envy. He hates that it was handed to Roman after he has loved this business.
Oh, look, it's Michael Cole.
Roman said this little nostalgic experiment ends at WrestleMania.
See? No pop. Did he have a dude wipe shirt on?
I wish he did.
He better have had a dude wipe shirt.
Then on to SmackDown.
Oh, God.
This was the go-home SmackDown, the night before night one of WrestleMania. Orton opened up with a promo about how much McAfee has done more for him than Cody ever has. Crowd seems to be behind Randy. The Toggans took on the Wyatts. Tama hits Howdy with the sister Abigail, but Solo steals the glory with a spike in the pin in the six-man. Jacob Fatu had a promo on...
Oh, look, it's Kai and Tai with Yamaguchi-san.
I think they fight the... You're about to see Don Cal instead if this is the oddities. It is Earthquake, Golda. Jacob Fatu did a promo on top of a truck, said he's going to be putting Drew and Prison behind him after this. Priest and R-Truth took on the Vision, and they did the five-knuckle shuffle on them. They retained the WWE tag belts.
Oh, hey, that's Kurgan.
Yeah, Rhea confronted Jade and looks very undersized. She looks like fucking Amy Winehouse.
Oh, God.
Tiff Stratton beat Jordan Grace with a moonsault. The Gingerbread Man appeared to Sami Zayn and got a haluva kicked, but then got jumped by Trick Williams.
Who's the Gingerbread Man?
I don't know. You didn't see his face. He was a guy in a Gingerbread Man outfit. And Sami, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Royce Keys wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Last eliminated Kala Tonga with a wicked spine buster. Cody and Punk have a nice heartfelt promo, jacking each other off in the ring. The crowd actually booed for it, talking about how they loved each other. Oh, and Danhausen crashed and ruined the Miz and Maurice's wedding vows, their renewal in Vegas. McAfee went on to host the Hall of Fame with Michael Cole. And according to Triple H...
Do you know what I was reading about again this week, speaking of Michael Cole?
What?
I was reading about the Raw Anonymous General Manager.
Can I have your attention, please? Awful.
There's like a laptop, right? And there would be like a buzz.
Yeah, and every time it go, and the lights would blink. It would go, bring, bring, bring. He would have to, and everybody would boo like after the third fucking time it happened. And he would get up on the podium and be like, and each time it took him longer because the boos would last longer. He'd be like, "Can I have your attention, please?" And the boos would get even louder. Oh my God, that was like when I started watching it again.
And then it was Hornswoggle.
Oh, they just did that. There's no way they had that in there the whole time they were going to do that.
And then it was actually revealed that but then wasn't that also when Michael Cole turned heel? And he was a heel announcer because he was suffering from untreated rape trauma syndrome.
Are you talking about Heidenreich again?
It's a...
Do you hear about that? We were talking about this the other day. Diana Hart-Smith came out and says Brett's been lying about Davey being on drugs at SummerSlam 92. Said that due to all his strokes, he can't remember stuff. I'm sorry. I've heard that story more than once over the years.
I don't know. Man, Yamaguchi-san looks distressed.
It's because his wife was fucking Val Venus. Choppy, your pee-pee. The oddities were stupid.
Kurgan, he was originally like in the South African army, right? That was his gimmick.
I forget, what were they? What the fuck were they called?
Because then there was also Team South Africa in one of your favorite events, the Tag Team Tournament of the Universe. Right? It was Colonel De Beers and who was the other guy?
No, it wasn't De Beers. That was his gimmick, but it wasn't De Beers. It was De Klerk and some Kruger and De Klerk or something. Triple H says the tension between Punk and Reigns is real, even backstage. These promos are designed not with the fans in mind, but they're trying to get each other.
Oh, God, shut the fuck up with the work shoots!
You're supposed to do that.
He thinks he's fucking Vince Russo.
All right.
Fire, Russo!
We're going to open up WrestleMania Night 1 here, as much as I don't want to relive it.
Kurgan.
It opened with Cena in one of his 1940s zoot suits. I see his hair plugs have finally settled. He may have even been wearing a rug.
Ralph
He's a lot smaller.
Ralph wears a tube. You didn't know that.
He's a lot smaller. He's probably off the supplements. First up is Usos and LA Knight versus The Vision and iShow Speed. Now, thank God they're getting
it was The Vision and
iShow Speed.
No. Oh, really? I thought iShow Speed was with The Vision?
Yeah, he was a bad guy when it started.
Okay.
It was good to get this out of the way early. iShow Speed was dressed like he was ready to wrestle.
I saw that he did a giant splash.
That was the end of the match. It was, like I said, it's good to get this out of the way because this is the least match that you're interested in if you're any kind of fan. LA Knight came out, the fucking Dodge Ram was their sponsor. Everything was orange. The whole entrance looked like a fucking Doritos bag. I hate LA Knight. Can I just say?
Yeah!
I gotta open this. I'm going right to the pot now because I'm getting upset. I'm about ready to watch Night 2 tonight, though.
Yeah!
LA Knight is...
Oh, hey, it's Giant Silva!
Will you stop getting distracted? LA Knight sucks. I Show Speed was in shape. But the former Eli Drake wins with the BFT after some dissension between the heel team. Paul socked I Show Speed afterwards, right in the mouth.
And then
they
did Jay botch? Did Jay botch?
Didn't look like it, but I wasn't really paying attention, I'll be honest with you.
Did he yeet a bunch and then he was too tired to actually wrestle?
They hit They hit Logan Paul with a 1D through the tables. Speed put Paul through the table after like a 5-star frog splash. I hope he crippled himself and we never see him again, Speed.
Lil Yachty's going to be there tonight.
Oh, God. Don't say anymore.
He's with Trick Williams.
Next up was the unsanctioned match. Now, I don't like having an unsanctioned match this early.
Why?
Because it's not real. It's like, you have it at the end of the night, you turn the lights on and off, and then there it is. Say, we're not responsible.
Yeah, I saw it.
Those who want to leave can leave.
It was Drew Galloway and Jacob Fatu.
McIntyre surprised me at one point when he did a diving forward like somersault over the top rope for as big as he is.
I remember when you used to hate him.
I did. He tried to take Fatu's eye out with a wrench. Yet no blood. I mean, it was starting to look like down and dirty old Memphis like concession stand brawl shit. And then Fatu whipped him and he was holding a toolbox, the same toolbox with Punk. And he claymored him right to the face. No blood. No blood.
No blood.
The boo yeah punches have to go.
What if the
boo? Yeah. Boo. That and the what chance. After all these years, they have to go to bed, dude. Jacob wins with a moonsault through a Slim Jim fucking table.
Well, all the tables are Slim Jim tables.
But why?
Do you just remember? Hey, you remember at Money in the Bank they had a Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey bladder?
I don't know what to say. Like, I'm physically getting tired, like, talking about this right now.
And we're only through the first 2 matches.
What they're calling this new, and I think it's fitting, they called it the ad era, but I heard somebody, and I stole it, called the attitude era. AD/ITUDE.
Ruthless Depression.
Ruthless Depression's good. I mean, it's so fucking late. Like, that show had no soul last night. It was an empty shell of men. It was dare I say it, a dyke house. Empty shell of a man, dead inside.
All right. What was the third match?
I don't even know. Hold on here.
You're the one that has the fucking format up.
The ladies 4-way tag.
This was like 10 minutes. Wasn't this like 8 minutes?
The only cool thing was when you saw Lash and Nia come out dressed like Demolition but wearing white.
And then Paige came back.
I can't believe that. But I will say, she has had a lot of time off now, and WWE works a softer style. She might do okay.
I did see Alexa and Charlotte's intro. I thought their costumes looked really cool. They were like butterflies. I thought that was
nice. That was cool. You see, you thought that looked nice? See, that's exactly what the fuck's wrong with the show. And let me tell you about other things. We're talking about the ads being an hour and 14 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would have watched the Hogan documentary this Wednesday, but I don't want to watch it now.
Yeah, I'm told that there were a bunch of like ads. Like there were
more than once. They were talking about. I mean, obviously, the Andre Hogan match went in as a moment to the Hall of Fame, and it should. How about they had Savage Steamboat as the number 4 WrestleMania match of all time?
What was?
I don't know what 1, 2, and 3 were. I have to look.
I know you say that's the best match ever.
You know what? One match I've never seen, and I have it up there. It was match of the year, 2005. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. WrestleMania 21.
That's John Tenta, you said, right? The guy in the brown mask?
Yes, it is. The man in the brown mask. This was always a cool set.
Oh, hey, there's Violent J!
Yeah. This is when they were here.
Oh, and Shaggy 2 Dope. And Luna Vachon.
Yeah, I can't believe Vince let them in. That was another reason we hated him. We got tired of seeing him in WWF.
And then they went to WCW. And then they were in TNA.
They're like, it's like gonorrhea. It gets around. Look at Kurgan's fucking rainbow pants.
I like them.
Is that Sho Funaki? Where's Dick Togo's old ass?
Dick Togo. He's still in New Japan.
What is he? Oh, is he getting a pension yet? He's like 70.
D asterisk K Togo.
They do that in video games all over the place. In MLB The Show 20...
You told me about this. There was a baseball player.
No, there's a bunch of them, because Dick was a common nickname when people were more mature than they are now. Like Dick Allen, Dick Groat. These are all Hall of Famers. Now, when you got to 22, you could only do Richie Allen, which you always called, but Richie Groat, that wasn't what he was called.
22? Oh, man!
There was a Dick Tidrow, who was a pitcher.
Hey,
There was a Dick Shiner, who was a fucking quarterback for the Redskins.
It's like in
that was going to be my name if it wasn't Dick Taco, Dick Shiner.
It's like in 1960, when Richard Nixon ran for president, there was a real campaign badge.
Tireless.
It said they can't lick our dick. It's a real badge. You can look it up.
And nobody that passed the smell test. I had a Dead Milkman T-shirt in high school that they would sing about Richard Nixon, and it was called Dick is. I wore it to school. It said
What's
Dick
this?
Is swell.
Oh wait, are those the Harris twins?
No, that's Dennis Knight, and it's the Godwins. They're under their Southern Justice gimmick. They were bodyguards for. This is Jeff Jarrett versus X-Pac in a hair versus hair match.
Oh,
this is how he becomes Don't Piss Me Off. Cutting poor Howard Finkel's hair.
I love how we keep having to go back to this because you just can't stand WrestleMania.
I know. But yeah, Lash and Nia dressed like Demolition. Paige filled in for Nikki Bella. And I wrote, but can she work with that neck? And I was like, she seemed to. Maybe with all this time off and a softer style, like I said, she'll be better. Paige gets the pin for Paige and Brie and the belts. Good nostalgia pop to have her back. Hopefully she'll do better than she did in AEW. Because you can't do any worse. Do you remember when they gave her the belt at All in London?
Yeah, and
she didn't do anything.
She lost it like 2 weeks later. It was for the moment. Her family came out.
Oh, those dirty hillbillies. That was one of our first shows.
Well, actually, maybe it would be more... Well, they were in England, so it would have been more like Shire Billies.
Whatever. They were like dirty tree people or something. Like those people around here above like exit 50 where those little people live in the woods. Like the Keebler elves.
What the fuck?
People used to talk about you start getting up around like New Gretna. Going on the Parkway.
Is this after DX broke up?
No, they're together right now.
Okay.
Good match on this show, too, is The Rock and Triple H ladder match. Triple H wins and he gets injured and he's out for like fucking 9 months. Look at Fink is in with DX. Holy shit. Yeah, I was just turning to SummerSlam 98 watch along. I shouldn't have put on something this good.
Okay. Well, let's...
Now back to more shit. AJ versus Becky for the IC title. Becky came out as local Philly band The Wonder Years sang her to the ring. Now, Becky finally... Phil and I used to talk about this all the time because Phil used to say for years they went out of the way. Remember I told this to make her look ugly.
Yeah.
She looked like the one gremlin in Gremlins where it's wearing the lipstick. But she looked good, and she's a good wrestler. I have a lot of respect for her. Going to the fucking snake pit. Listen to Fickle say, suck it. Hold on.
Why is this?
I gotta get this.
Well, Howard, I guess we got 2 words for him. Suck it!
Suck it! I just remembered that. That's why I had to run over there and get that.
And what is that shirt that Jarrett's wearing? What is that whole outfit?
That was his outfit for years. From USWA, from his first stint in the WWF, Then he came over. He went to WCW. He was wearing the same thing. He's what he stole. He starts bringing out Deborah McMichael soon before she's married to Stone Cold because she managed him in WCW.
Okay.
Stole it from Mongo.
All right.
Getting back to AJ and Becky.
Steve Mongo.
I really hate AJ. She came out with a bunch of little kids that look like her. Which she looks like a little fucking kid herself. So,
and she's not a good wrestler, right?
No. Jessica Carr, the ref, they've made a lot out of her and Becky's beefing, and there was a lot of like pushing and shoving. I'll bet you she's going to become a wrestler. She's a big girl. This was the best match of the night so far. Becky goes over. I say the right decision because AJ doesn't wrestle.
What was it, like 8 minutes?
7 or 8 minutes, something like that. I don't have the times in front of me, but then what should have been the gem of the night, Gunther versus Seth, which was Seth hit him with a top rope superplex, then into a Falcon Arrow. I know I've seen it 1,000 times, but each time it amazes me. And then right out of that move, he slaps Gunther's sleeper on him and had it on him for a couple minutes. And then Gunther powerbombed him onto the outside on the floor, then picked him up and hit him with the edge of the announce table, and it didn't break. Then Rollins pedigreed him on the same table, and then Breaker returned and interfered. And that's not the worst part. So Gunther goes over, chokes him out. Breaker, after you think he's going to leave after he interferes, he goes up to the top of the ramp.
And then runs down.
Did you see how long the fucking ramp is?
Yeah, and then
it's at least a quarter of a mile.
And then he fucking misses half the spear.
I mean, like, he should have cut him in half.
It looked shitty.
I mean, at that moment, when I got you, before I go walk up to that ramp, I'm saying, brother, I'm coming at you with everything. You better fucking brace yourself. I am going to break ribs if you're not fucking careful. Spear! It was horrible. Looks like one of those lazy spears Bobby and Lashley does now, but Bobby's older. I give him a pass.
Or what Roman does. Oh! Ah!
Edges suck, too. I'm so tired. I think Reigns loses tonight, but I'm going to save that for my...
Telling you, it's going to be the finger poke of doom. We're in WCW.
That would be kind of awesome, though, if they did, like, if they started an NWO. Imagine an NWO of Roman, Punk, and, like, say, Randy Orton.
We talked about them doing this a year ago with The Rock and John Cena, and it never fucking happened.
Well, that's because they didn't know what they were doing.
And Travis Scott!
But Cena did that one promo to Cody where he called him a Nepo baby who had such trouble getting his gimmick over, he had to have it tattooed on his neck. Good stuff.
Okay, next match.
Liv Morgan versus Stephanie McMahon.
The shortest women's match in over a decade. It was like 6 minutes.
One of my favorite female wrestlers, Stephanie McMahon. Liv came out to her new song, Trouble. She has a video. It looked like something fucking from Paula Abdul. It took like 4 minutes. It was retarded. I hope Steph smashes her, I wrote at this point. She is the superior wrestler. Liv is very technically sound, though. A lot of interference by the Judgment Day hoes.
The Judgment Day?
Liv took it and the title with Oblivion after throwing Steph into the steps. Yeah, the two girls, Raquel Rodriguez and the other one.
Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, they're like this. They're like El Judgment Deo. And then we get to the worst thing that night. The LJN Wave 3 figures.
What?
Coming back. The wrestlers from when I was a kid. The big ones, I always tell you, were painted.
That smell like shit, you said.
Yeah, they were painted like with nail polish, and Jimmy Snuka's naked now and everything. But they have them, and they have Piper and Jake, and I had them both. And then I looked. They made a rock one, but they made Jelly Roll. I called your mother right away. I was like, you remember those wrestlers? That fucking ring you put together for me when I was like 6 years old?
Jelly Roll!
Like, she goes, what the fuck?
Hey, he went through a table, or tried to at least.
What, did he sit on it?
Did he
eat off of it?
Did you see that when he elbowed at Pat McAfee?
I hope he gets paralyzed from the ears down.
I still love that picture I sent you, where instead of The Rock and Undertaker,
oh God,
it's McAfee and Jelly Roll, or that picture where it's the poster of the poker table, and
that's a good one. I'm telling you, Jelly Roll didn't get involved last night, so that's good.
No, yes, he did. I saw clips of it.
When?
At the beginning, he took out Pat McAfee.
He did?
Yes.
Is that why McAfee was wearing it now? I must have missed it. Jelly Roll ain't that fast.
I know that the entrances were like 12 fucking minutes for that. With Randy's entrance, and then Cody had the fucking Flash Museum.
Oh my God. Well, we're getting into that match anyway. Yeah, he had all of his gimmicks, like Stardust and all that shit.
Embrace the strange. Hey there, Arrow.
See you later, Arrow.
Did you know there are only 14 black holes in space? But yeah, that thing from Arrow where he's in prison with them before they go and have sex in the shower.
How big? And you know what the funny thing is? Cody Rhodes is not a gigantic,
but he makes Stephen Amell look tiny.
I mean, Cody's tall. He's
hey, well, now Stephen Amell is going to be on that Baywatch show. You say he's like Ted McGinley, right? He's like Ted McGinley.
Stephen Amell?
Yeah.
No. Not him. But Ted McGinley, yeah, he was in Kiss of Death on any show. He was on Love Boat, Happy Days, Married with Children. They all ended after he got on there.
Yeah, Stephen Amell. He's going to be the lead actor in Baywatch.
Oh, God. He's going to be Mitch Buchanan?
I think so.
Or is it going to be a new race of Baywatchers? Like a new iteration of Power Rangers.
New iteration.
Did you ever watch them?
Yes.
You did?
Yes, I know exactly.
I was too old for them. I was already like a teenager when they came
Okay,
out.
let's keep
They
going.
were just a Voltron ripoff. Cody comes
That's
out.
not true because Power Rangers is an American version of Super Sentai,
American
which is
males.
very different.
American males.
With and more like stuff like Kamen Rider in Japan.
Go Power Ranger. I remember playing the Super Nintendo game when I was taking acid. Still wasn't any good.
All right.
Cody comes out with the skeleton mask on. It always makes me think of Skeletor from He-Man. He's like, He-Man! Until we meet again! The crowd was not that hot for Cody, though. His entrance is taking entirely too long. The long runways, when I was a kid, you saw WrestleMania 3.
They came
and
out
6
on a...
gondolas, they called them, yeah. The fuck?
Okay, are we done yet?
You calm yourself. We still got to do predictions for night one.
Fuck this.
Fuck. What, are you going to leave? You can't. I got to take you home.
Yeah.
Crowd was not that hot for Cody. They traded finishers after Orton got busted open. Cody got busted open too, and I don't know why. Orton RKO'd the ref. Orton did hurt his back, it looked like.
Cody did win.
Yeah, but McAfee came out dressed as a ref and very obviously held up at 3. The Pat You Suck chant came out. That's why Orton RKO'd him. And then Cody cross-roaded him for the win. Cody was busted open. Orton punt kicked him a couple times for good measure post-match.
Whatever.
Cody did win. It's Cody won because they realized they fucked up.
No, people think it's all going up for a match at Backlash.
There's no way now. The way it was received, there's no way. You'd be stupid. It's like playing Russian roulette with like 6 bullets in the gun.
This is WCW 2000. Of course it's stupid.
Tonight does look better, though. I have to say, just by first glance. They said they had 50,000 last night. I don't believe
Oh, yeah,
that.
Bianca Belair announced she's pregnant.
Who gives a fuck? Am I supposed to care about that? I mean, like, you got to bring that out. Can we pussify this anymore? It was already soulless and basically dickless with how these guys wrestle. Should be the Democratic Wrestling Federation. Dickless Wrestling Federation. Dumb white female. I don't know. DWF.
Are we done yet?
Hold on. Night 2.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, who do you think's going over at Oba and Brock?
Brock.
Really?
Yeah.
Quick or not? If they squash Oba, it's a crying shame.
It's not going to be a squash, but I think Brock goes over. It's Triple H. He doesn't put over black people.
We talking about in the car on the way over. Racist Republican Wrestling.
The Triple R Federation.
Penta defends the Intercontinental title against Javon Evans.
This is going to be the shortest ladder match ever.
JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. I am torn from Rey Mysterio getting one last gasp here and Javon Evans winning and his stock going up. What do you think? Who do you think wins?
I don't care.
Dragon Lee is not a winner, period.
He's not doing anything here.
McDonough, no.
JD McDonough, Jordan Devlin.
Rusev, no. It's down to Penta, Javon, or Mysterio,
The thing I'm always going to remember Rusev for in WWE is when he was in the Cup storyline.
Do you remember when he was the TV champion, when he took the monitor?
I wasn't watching it then. I only knew that because of you.
He was
I
in
only knew the thing about the Cup storyline from watching USA and seeing commercials for it.
Well,
where
they were going to
Bobby
do it at AEW when they brought her in and she was sexy and flexible. Remember that? They put up real smart. Put up a fucking Titantron of something nobody knows.
Whatever. And
They didn't even have her name. They didn't call her anything for 2 weeks. That was such a shit idea.
I think she was with Andrade, I think, or
I could see Tony Khan at a meeting. He was like, all right, we're going to do this. I'm going to...
whatever.
You know that I can see you?
Oh, fuck this.
Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry. I think Jade wins. If anything other than that, look out. You're going to see Jarrett get his head shaved.
Well, this match is going to suck. But the match is going to suck.
That's what I was telling the wife upstairs. I was like, Rhea can't throw anybody around anymore, and Jade is awful. She has never got any better. What were they doing when they kept her off TV all those months? Were they training her? Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the United States title. I think this is designed for Trick to go over. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio in a street fight.
And it's the return of the demon.
They only did that to sell tickets, and you know it. They wouldn't have said anything. The Page thing would have been a bigger deal, too, if I didn't read about it the day before. And CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight title against Roman Reigns. If Reigns loses, he said he will leave the WWE. I think that'll be great. Prince Valium, are you awake?
I'm telling you, it's going to be the finger poke.
What makes you think it's going to be the finger poke, though?
Because this is WCW. Where you're watching
the finger poke dude was in 99.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's January. It was the same night Mankind won. Hogan was running for president, and he came back and he said he wanted one. He didn't even put gear on. You knew something was up. Nash had won the belt the week before from Goldberg. He ended the streak on my birthday.
Yeah, with a taser.
Oh, that was horrible. Disco Inferno had come out earlier because he was trying to get into the NWO.
And he couldn't get into the clubhouse, right?
No, he got into the ring and like Nash punched him, and you hear Shivani go, "Get that idiot out of here." So you think?
I think Roman goes over.
This is where he's like, "You're full of shit."
They gifted Glenn Gilberti.
I saw him. I found a whole playlist of WWF invading USWA in '93.
Yeah.
And Scotty Fleming's Johnny Polo, Raven, is managing Disco Inferno down there in USWA. It's awful.
Disco Inferno, when he was in TNA, he was in Sports Entertainment Extreme. It was him, Simon Diamond, and Johnny Swinger.
We still have to find a JCW show to go to. We're getting clown masked.
Okay, are we done here?
Why are you so anxious to go?
Because there's my pizza I got waiting at home.
You're like an old fuck, isn't it?
Okay, signing off.
Good night, everybody.
Get your hand off my penis!